Today, we're going to talk about something that can really, truly change the entire feel of your home, and that's rituals of affection. We're going to look at how these small, really intentional actions can bring back so much warmth to a relationship and turn that feeling of just drifting apart into a really deep connection. So let's get into it. First, just a quick question for you to think about. Does your partnership sometimes feel more logistical than it does romantic? I mean, do your conversations feel like they're all about schedules and chores and who's picking up the kids? If any of that sounds familiar, I promise you, you are not alone. This is the core problem we're going to unpack together today. This feeling is often called a silent drift. It's not usually some big dramatic fight. It's more of a slow, quiet fading away of that connection as the demands of daily life start to take over. You might be a great team when it comes to running the household, but that spark, that feeling of being partners, just feels distant. I want you to think back for just a second, back to the very beginning of your relationship. Do you remember those little gestures? Maybe it was a specific way you always said goodbye at the door, or a text you sent every single afternoon just to say hi. When did those moments start to fade away? And look, acknowledging this isn't about placing blame. Not at all. It's just about pinpointing what it is we want to bring back. So how do we bring that feeling back? Well, the key, and this is so important, is understanding the difference between rituals and routines. This is really the central idea for everything we're about to talk about, and honestly, it can be a total game changer. Okay, so what is the difference? It's simple, but it's really powerful. A routine is something you have to do, right? Like taking out the trash. It's just functional. But a ritual is an action you choose to do because it has emotional meaning. That cup of coffee you share in the morning, it's not just about the caffeine. It's a ritual that says, hey, I'm here with you before the chaos of the day begins. Routines help you run your life, but rituals reinforce your love. And that's really the core of it. Rituals are a real, tangible way to communicate that you care, that you're there for your partner. They're how you show, not just tell them, that you matter to me. It's basically your love language put into a consistent daily practice. And what's so fascinating about all this is that it isn't just about feelings or good intentions. It's actually backed by science. There is a biological reason why these small actions have such a massive, massive impact on how connected we feel. And it really all comes down to this one powerful hormone, oxytocin. You've probably heard of it. People call it the cuddle hormone or the love drug, and for a very good reason. It's basically the biological glue that holds our closest relationships together. So when we do things like hug for a little longer or hold hands or share a real kiss, our bodies release this oxytocin, and the benefits are just profound. It creates a sense of calm, it boosts trust, and it physically lowers our body's stress response. So think about it this way. If there's been tension, a simple 5-minute cuddle before you fall asleep can chemically remind both of your nervous systems that you are safe with each other. It's like a biological reset button. Okay, so where can we put this into practice in a way that makes the biggest difference? Well, some of the most critical moments for building connection are those daily goodbyes and hellos, how you leave each other in the morning, and just as important, how you greet each other when the day is done. Let me share a quick story. There was a couple who realized they had completely stopped greeting each other after work. One person would walk in, head straight to the kitchen, the other would stay in the office, and they felt totally invisible to one another. That initial moment of disconnect set the entire emotional tone for their whole evening. Does that sound even a little bit familiar? So the solution they found was just beautiful in its simplicity. A 6-second kiss. Now, why 6 seconds? Because it's just long enough that it can't be a chore. You can't rush it. It forces you both to pause, to be present, and to create a genuine moment of connection. It's a tiny little action that sends a huge message. Welcome home. I missed you. All right, let's move from the why to the how. We're going to look at a clear, actionable toolkit, 3 simple rituals you can try, maybe even starting tonight, to immediately begin rebuilding that connection. Okay, first up, the 7-breath forehead connection. This is an incredibly powerful way to sync up your nervous systems and just create this immediate sense of intimacy. Second, soul gazing. Now, holding silent eye contact for a few minutes can feel a little intense at first, but it creates this incredible vulnerability and helps you really see each other again. And third, the appreciation log. Right before you go to sleep, just share one thing you appreciated about your partner that day. It can be something tiny, something big. The key is just doing it consistently. And ultimately, the main takeaway from all of this is this. It's not about the big, grand, romantic gestures. It's about the small, consistent, repeated actions. These little rituals build a permanent safety net of connection and affection for your relationship, a foundation that can really withstand all the storms that life throws at you. So, the last question is, are you ready to start building your own rituals? To help you and your partner get started on designing your own, we've linked a ritual planning chart down in the description. It's just a simple tool to get that conversation started. Because in the end, the warmth you're looking for isn't found in one single moment. It's woven into the fabric of your everyday life. Thanks for tuning in.